Welcome back and happy 2021 writers. Today we're going to continue our work with our great infographics that you guys were working on before winter break. So let's go ahead and look at our I can statements, and then I get to lead you through doing some more work in your keynote. Ooh, there we go. All right, so today we're going to be looking at adding charts and bar graphs to infographics. So this is all day one. Our learning goal for today is I can create a pie chart or bar graph to show my reader more information about my topic. So we're still focusing on that same topic that you developed for your infographic before winter break. And now we're just finding those data and statistics and those pieces to show your reader a little bit more using pie charts and bar graphs. All right, so let's kind of recap. A pie chart, what does it show? So a pie chart shows parts that make up one whole, as you can see with this little image here. And it also shows the percentages that would add up to 100%, showing that one whole. Then we have our bar graph. So a bar graph uses bars to show quantity. It's a really quick and simple way to show how things rank. So you can quickly see in this little bar graph that soccer is the most favorite sport or the most favorited sport by these students that we're surveying. Okay, so now my task is I get to show you how to develop a pie chart in Keynote, and then I'm going to show you how to develop a bar graph in Keynote. So stay tuned. All right, writers, I'm going to show you how to insert a pie chart. Very simply, whenever you want to add something, you simply press the plus sign. I'm going to select the pie chart and get that into my Keynote. So now I need to look over at my data, which I have in my PDF cabinet over here. And what I found was that for pleasure or for enjoyment, teens who are the readers of my Jason Reynolds books, 20% of them actually report reading a book or a magazine or newspaper each day for pleasure, while 80% say that they use social media every day instead of choosing that book. So that's the information, the data that I'm going to be portraying and representing in my pie chart. So now that I've added my pie chart, that's the only time I'm going to be selecting that add button. Now it's all about the format and editing the data. So first I'm going to go in and I'm going to edit my data. So I'm going to go all the way over here because I definitely don't need anything over here. So I'm just going to go box by box because I only need 2 spaces represented. That's it. I only have 2 parts to equal my whole 100% of my representation. So here we go. Here I'm going to put read a book, magazine, or newspaper. And then the other one is going to be use social, let's see if I can spell right, media. All right, and then I am counting teens. So that read a book, if I look back over here at my data, is 20%, whereas use social media is a very big 80%. Okay, so I am done with my chart data, so I'm going to select done up here. And as you can see, I have my pie chart, but it's missing quite a few components, and the colors don't really match that of my Jason Reynolds infographic that I've been creating. I've been using dark blue as my background, and I have orange and yellow as my highlights, as well as some white just for that general writing. So if you look at this, that doesn't really match at all what my infographic is all about as far as the color scheme. So I'm gonna go up to that paintbrush because anytime I wanna change, I need to tap my pie chart, tap my paintbrush, and here it's gonna give me a bunch of different options. So the first thing I wanna start with is the chart. So I do want a title on my chart. So I'm gonna select the chart, and then I'm going to select the chart title color, and I'm just going to make that a nice solid white. All right, I do want a shadow, and I do want it bolded. Okay, as far as captions, I don't really want a caption. I don't want a legend. So that is it that I need on this section. So now I'm going to go to style. My chart font, I actually don't mind that font, so I'm going to stick with it. But you can change the size if you want. You can also change the value, the data point names. I'm going to turn that on because I want those labels that I created in my edit data to show up. So whenever I turn that on, you can see read a book, magazine, or newspaper popped up. All right, so then the very last thing that I want to be able to do, again, anytime you want to edit your chart, you gotta tap your chart and then the paintbrush, is I want to make sure that my colors are exactly what I want. So let's see, my chart colors. Let's go here and then maybe edit the series. There we go. Now I can change those colors. So the value, I want the number format, the data point name, the position, the style, and then here, once I select style, I'm going to be able to select some other things such as text color. But here, if I go back to series, I can change the color. So I'm gonna go color, and I want my orange and my yellow. So I'm gonna go use social media. And let's make sure, series fill, not my text fill. And I'm gonna choose a yellow. Okay, so now you can see that I need to tweak some of my colors for my labels. I might need to go with maybe a gray or a black possibly. So that's when you again tap there, and then you're gonna go into chart. You're gonna go into edit series, and here we go. We're gonna go to labels, and I want to update the color now. Okay, so then I need to go into my other, use social media, and labels is highlighted up here at the top, style, and now I can change my text color. Okay, so then the very last thing that I need to do is edit my title. And I had this issue earlier with, there we go, with another one that I tried out. So what teens are doing, I'm gonna say for fun each day. Okay, and then as you notice, that title is now pretty dark. So let's go and select white as a text color. Format, title, choose that font, and right here, white. All right, so writers, this is how you insert a pie chart. So happy writing. All right, writers, now we're going to insert a bar graph. So same thing that you did with the pie chart. You're just gonna go in, you're going to go to the charts. This time I'm gonna select a bar graph, and I'm gonna go in to edit the data. All right, so from here I'm gonna go in, and I have my data that I want to put in my bar graph right here. So you can see for this purpose of the bar graph, I'm gonna be showing Jason Reynolds' 5 top best-selling books and their ratings that they received on Goodreads. So to do this, I'm going to go the first one, the second one, and so on. So here, my first title is just going to simply be books. Let's see if it'll let me change it. If not, I can change it later. So here we go. I'm gonna edit the chart data. And my first book is called Stamped. And because the title is kind of long, I'm going to shorten it and just put Stamped for right now. So that book received a rating of 4.57 average likes on that 0 to 5 point star rating scale. Okay, his second book is actually on a different page. So I'm going to skip that one for now, and I'm just going to leave that empty so I know that I can come back. Okay, number 3 is All American Boys. That one received 4.33 average rating. And then finally, number 5. So again, I'm going to delete this column for now, just the data that's in it, so that I can go on to the next one. So number 5 is Long Way Down, the traditional standard book. And that one received an average rating of 4.30. Okay, so now I have those. I need to go and get my 2 and my 4. So 2 was Long Way Down, the graphic novel. So I'm going to put GN to kind of shorten that. And that one was 4.39. So as you can see, I just kind of did the work ahead of time to put those book titles in an order, and I labeled them, I annotated to put them into that scale before I started my bar graph, just to make it to where this was a little bit quicker for me. Okay, so his number 4 book was Lou, number 4 of the track series. So I'm going to put her book right here. And the average rating was 4.32. Okay, so there's really nothing more that I need from my annotations and my PDF cabinet. So I'm going to close out of those. And I don't need any of this. Let's see if it'll let me change it now. Great. Okay, so this is actually like average ratings. Okay, so I'm going to click done. So now we have this. And if you remember from the pie charts, the same things are going to be exactly what you're going to be doing here. So you're going to be going into that paintbrush anytime that you want to change colors or anything like that. So I'm going to go up to my paintbrush and I'm just going to go step by step. Okay, so I'm on the chart page. So I'm going to go to title. And here I can select the color, which really helps out. I can put a shadow, I can make it bold. Okay, so now I can go ahead and I can say best-selling books. And where they rank. Okay, so now I can select my chart again. And from here, I'm going to go to my paintbrush. Oh, and I clicked out of it. There we go. Select the chart, paintbrush. And so I already have my title, so I'm just kind of going down. I don't want a caption. I don't want a legend. I don't want anything else that's really here. You can, of course, make it 3D if you wanted to, but that's not really the purpose for right now. So my chart font, I'm going to keep it that same one, but I can change the size. I can change the value of the labels. I can change the colors of these right here to where they stand out a little bit better. I can put a shadow on them. There are all kinds of different things that you can change if you just go tab by tab, column by column, and you just kind of go through these, okay? So the x-axis, that's the bottom part, if you remember from your quadrants that you learned with your math teachers earlier this year. So here I can again change my color, and things are kind of auto-spaced and auto-fit the labels. You can change the label. If you want it to go diagonal, you can do that. You can change the font, you can change the size. There are many different things that you can do here. And then I can also put those percentages or the ratings right there in my bar graph. Okay, so then go on to data, you can arrange things. Okay, so the other thing that we want to make sure is that we change these bars to where they match our color scheme that we have. So I'm going to go to edit series and I can go to the first one and I can make that my beautiful orange. Okay, so these are kind of the basic steps, and there was just one more thing. I changed some of my my scale over here. I kind of played with my y-axis and I got my labels put on, but those are the basics for creating a bar graph in Keynote. And I know that you guys can do this and you're going to be helping out each other. So just be patient. Just know that you click and you learn. And there's always this great little button up here where you can undo anything that you don't want. All right, so happy creating. Finish those 2 components. Your next task is use your data to create your pie chart or bar graph. Now that, walk through those videos, pause when you need to. But you are going to screenshot and upload them into your PDF on the next page. And then you're going to submit that PDF to Canvas. So here's what we're going to do. So you're going to screenshot both and upload and submit. Here's the name of the assignment in case you're confused about where you're going to submit it. And remember that this is to do. So you're going to put your pie chart here. You're going to put your bar graph right here. So pie chart, bar graph, screenshot both, upload, and submit. So when you are done with that, you can go back and work on any of those assignments from any of your other teachers. All right, thank you.